guys, Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany. I'm such an idiot, I should have posted a lot sooner. That would make this video a lot easier. So the last time I posted was almost 4 weeks ago, and as you guys know, I filled in for the other receptionist who was on a 3-week vacation, which was pretty rough for me. And then we worked together for 1 week, and this past week, or the week that is ending today, marks the end of my first week of my 3-week staycation. And I'm so relaxed right now that I can't even talk about what happened before, and I can't find my notes. And so I must have tossed them out by accident, or I'm going to find them in probably tomorrow, knowing me. But yeah, so let me just give you an update on what's going on in my life. I'm so happy about being on staycation, not having to go to work. And I actually placed my staycation at this point in time because I figured it would be very hot in Germany. But as soon as my staycation started, the temperatures went down, and so I couldn't be any more happy about it. And the reason for that is because I always need to have my vicinity in order. Otherwise, I get nervous. Like, I have to have an energetic connection with everything that is around me, and so I frequently declutter, and I hadn't done that in a while because it has been, or it had been so not hot but warm in Germany, to where when you just get up and walk around, you start getting hot, and I hate that feeling. And so decluttering is not so much on my list when it's really warm. But I got to do it this past week, and on my other channel I also mentioned that I had this song stuck in my head by Missy Elliott. It's called Lose Control, and I couldn't get it out of my head. At first I had it on repeat on my cell phone, and I had my Bluetooth earbuds in so that I can move freely about the apartment. And then when I took my earbuds out, I couldn't get the song out of my head, and so I kept dancing to it. But that was a day when I did heavy-duty decluttering and moving stuff around and cleaning, and that is so important for me. I don't even know why. I guess it has something to do with the energies that that collect, like the energy that gets stale when you haven't touched things in a while. And that is an ongoing theme in my life, decluttering and energies. And so I was always into the book by Karen Kingston, Clear Your Clutter with Feng Shui. That was the first book of hers that I read, and that really helped me so much. I read that one way before I left to live in the States in 2007, and it helped me so much, like clear out, well, attic space I didn't have, but basement, like a storage cellar that I had. This would actually be something for another video, and I've actually recorded that video before and then deleted it. So I started in my basement storage area, and I saw that my ex-husband still had stuff in there, and so I called him up and I said, you have exactly 1 week to pick up your stuff, otherwise I'm gonna have it picked up and then it'll be gone. And so he came over and picked up his stuff, and then I started decluttering my basement, and that freed up space for boxes that I had upstairs in the apartment with Christmas decoration. In the summertime you don't need that, and so I used new boxes, more stable boxes, sturdy boxes, and then I put the Christmas decoration down in the cellar, and it went on from that point on. And I also sold stuff on eBay, and it's just very important to me to have an organized environment. And I mean, not just knowing where my things are, but touch them maybe a couple of times a year, and clean everything and then put them back on the shelf or in the storage containers. And it's, I don't know why, but it's very important to me. And on my other channel, I hinted at decluttering. And so somebody mentioned the book Stuff Your Face or Face Your Stuff, The Organized Approach to Lose Weight by Decluttering Your Life by Dorothy Breininger. I hope I'm saying that right. It sounds like a German name, but it most likely isn't. And she is, or she was, I don't even know, a frequent guest on A&E's Hoarder Show. And so I listened to a bunch of lectures of hers, and she's really interesting too. So I looked for the book. I actually was going to get it, but it's not available in Germany. But I've noticed a pattern here since I started my staycation the beginning of last week, that I finally have the energy again and the mental capacities to follow the breadcrumbs again, like things that come to mind all of a sudden that trigger something in me, like the song by Missy Elliott, Lose Control. That reminded me of the times when I first listened to that song. My daughter and I still lived in Germany. And so I feel like I've really been cleaning up like old beliefs or revisiting experiences from the past and realizing that I don't have the same thoughts and feelings about them anymore. And it's really nice to just not having to always, as a receptionist for a big company, always having to be available for people that come to you and they want something and then they want to do small talk. It's like the entire shift is like one after another. There's hardly any downtime, and that's really rough for me to handle with my ADD, but it also keeps me mentally fit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I'm choosing to wake up in the morning and challenge my mind. But, if I'm off, but every single day that I'm there, my mind is being challenged, and that helps me understand other things that, regarding my private life. After the first week of my 3-week vacation, you can imagine that I'm done with my chores, I'm done with my laundry, I'm done with decluttering and cleaning. And so I can do a lot of things now, like go for more walks. I did go for a couple last week, but go for more walks and also go sightseeing in my hometown. I mean, revisiting places and stuff like that. So that's coming up. Unfortunately, I cannot vlog it because since 2018 I've been known in the Amberverse, and Amber herself has threatened to dox me, and so I just stopped talking about what city I'm from in the state of Bavaria in Germany. I also don't talk much about my employer, only about my job, but not about my employer directly, and that's why I won't be able to vlog my travels within my hometown. But anyway, talking about Amber on my other channel a lot is also bringing up things for me in my private life. And that is, for example, how grateful I am that I'm capable of doing so many things at age 55 that not only she, but a lot of other people are not able to do anymore because they have health issues. And so reacting to Amber's videos really helps me. I mean, I have a God-given gratitude for things in my life anyway, because as some of you know, I've almost or did lose everything in my life several times, and that kind of instills a certain gratefulness, a sense for gratitude in your life. But seeing what she does with her life just keeps reactivating that thought that I'm so happy about. Even, being able to shower with, actually fitting in the shower, unlike her, and, being able to move around or saying, hey, I want to go for a walk, and I go for a walk, and if anybody actually came at me sideways, I would be able to handle myself. And at age 50, did I just say 55? I'm not even 55 yet. I'm going to be 55 later on this year. So at age 54, I'm thankful for having all these things going on and being able to, have a job that I go to every single day. And be able to mentally function and be able to cope with this job that is really challenging. And so I've been writing into my gratitude journal a lot, sometimes several times a day, and I forget to do that sometimes when I have stressful days at work, and then I come home and all I want to do is just take a shower, eat something and go night-night, because my energies are just all gone. Another thing that I have tackled or begun tackling since my sister was in the hospital in April and was told she needs to quit smoking, and we were smoking in this apartment, we are again, but was switching over to maybe vaping, which I had been doing in the States. Not just, but also, I was trying to replace a portion of the cigarettes that I smoked during the day with vaping. And when I came to Germany, they told me that in Germany you cannot buy the e-juice with the nicotine already in it. You have to mix it, and I'm an idiot when it comes to stuff like that. And so I kind of, this was back in 2018 when I came back from the States. And so I thought, so I'm not going to vape anymore. But in April, I revisited that. And so I went to a vape shop and I had them tell me that nicotine has been made very expensive I've noticed that when I came back in Germany, and also they're trying to punish the vapors as well. And so there had been a lot of changes, a lot of increase in prices. In the States, I used the Smog Tea Priv in Black Rainbow, and what I've been using here is the Uwell Cocoa something. The Uwell Caliburn Cocoa Prime Pod Kit. I got myself 2 of those so that I can always switch, because the tanks are kind of small, and I've been getting along fine with them. And so I've been actively like trying out different flavors, different strengths in nicotine, and so that really helps. And I've been doing that at work and a little bit at home here. And the price of cigarettes or tobacco in general went up in Germany again the beginning of July. And so that changed, like my sister going to the hospital and me revisiting the whole vaping topic was perfect timing. I do wish that I could quit altogether, but I am self-medicating my ADD with nicotine. And I still have not, despite my efforts, been able to find a therapist, a psychologist, or a psychiatrist in the attempt to have ADD medication prescribed again, or antidepressants. And so I'm still self-medicating, and it's just the lesser of two evils. Either I feel like I'm going insane because my mind just goes and turns in circles, or I smoke or vape. Concerning my ideas to expand my YouTube channels and get started on doing music reactions and gaming and all that stuff, I'm still in the phase of taking notes. I don't feel creative enough to tackle all of that because it's really complicated. I mean, creating new YouTube channels, but I am still taking notes, and so I don't know what it's gonna take. I'm just gonna leave it up to the universe. Maybe with the way my employer has been going, they will fire us or offer us let me look up the word. Termination agreement. I don't know if that's the correct expression, but to where they offer us to let us go, and then they pay for you severance pay. And if they do that, of course, I would take it because I'm done with that job. Basically, 5 years is enough to see that nothing's ever going to change in a positive direction, but always in a negative direction. And so maybe that's going to happen this year, and then I effectively have all my energy and time back to myself, and then I can tackle that. I have so many great ideas, but you're sitting here and you're thinking, okay, this would be a great idea, that would be a great idea, and I've taken action steps. Like I write down how I want to go about that, or what songs I would really like to react to first. But then you have to check into all the copyright mess on YouTube, and how to still be able to be monetized and do music reactions. And so I'm taking action steps. I'm finding out more and more, but I just don't have the energy and the creativity to do all of that right now. I'm just glad that during this first week of my staycation, I got so much done. I always make sure that I have a balance between my to-do list and actually not forcing myself to do anything, like taking time off to just go down to the river and go for walks. And I've been making sure during my last staycation and this one too, that I do that. What I'm also actively not working on, but what I've put on my live screen, is the thought of having an e-bike or a scooter. Because you guys heard me complain on this channel so often about what goes on in public transportation and at Central Station, and people really smelling bad. And now that the summers have been so hot in Germany, not this one, it's not really hot. It's just we were lacking the rain, but we've been getting a lot of rain this past week, and so that's nice because nature was really suffering. And so, with the latest climate developments in Germany, the authorities are changing things around and installing ACs here and there, also in public transportation. But since Germans are not used to dealing with that, now we have buses where you can't open the windows anymore because they have ACs installed. But the bus driver is not accustomed to the thought of AC, and so they don't turn the AC on. So imagine you're out there in temperatures like 30 degrees Celsius, 86 Fahrenheit. And so it's much hotter, on the bus, and all the windows are closed. There's no air movement, and the AC is off. That is just pure hell for somebody like me. And then let somebody get on the bus that smells like sweat. I mean, that's just gross. And if that happens at 7 o'clock in the morning, yours truly is pissed, because I do not understand how people at 7 o'clock in the morning can smell like really bad breath and like old sweat. That's disgusting to me. But so I've been, this was me flying along a loop, and back to the point. I've been checking into e-bikes and possibly getting a scooter, because having a car in this country, I mean, the gasoline is so expensive, and the insurance is so high, despite me having my driver's license since 1980, what, 6, 7, and so I'm really looking at what options I have. And I also wanted to check, why are there no more mopeds around in Germany? And that is because they were replaced by the scooters. And so now they have the scooters also in the E version, where they don't use gasoline anymore. And I've really been checking into that a lot. And of course, the thought behind it is I would save a lot of time, because in a car, and I've tested it with my dad's car, in a car it takes me about 20 minutes to get to work, but using public transportation it takes me about an hour one way. And so I would be saving a lot of my free time, but also it's another expense, because let's say it's raining, would I take public transportation then, or would I invest the money into rainproof gear, for being on the scooter? And also I've talked to a colleague of mine that has a scooter, and he said that the scooter is practical if you want to, go run a quick errand downtown, and I live downtown. But people, the drivers, the car drivers, they tend to oversee you, and I don't know if I want to go out this way or if I want to take a chance. But I know my hometown well enough to go around the high traffic routes. So you see, I've been given this some thought, and I'm gonna continue. And also, it's a financial decision. These scooters cost a lot of money, and with the gear, you need a helmet, you need the proper gear attire. But I've been getting into that a little bit. Something strange, or to me a little bit odd, that I've experienced in the first week of my staycation is the fact that I've been craving spinach like there's no tomorrow. And I have no idea why that is. I mean, spinach does contain vitamin A, C, K, iron. I'm thinking maybe I have a deficiency in iron, folate, and potassium. So I'm not sure. I'm not questioning it. I've just been ingesting spinach like there is no tomorrow. Has any of you had that? What do you think that is? I mean, my blood work was okay. And let me correct myself here. I didn't ingest it like there's no tomorrow. I had spinach almost every day, but like a small portion. Well, I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. You're pretty much up to date now on what I've been doing. There's a lot going on, of course, that I can't talk about on my channel because it involves other people. By the way, my parents are now 80. My mom is 80, and my dad turned 85 this month. And so that has been interesting, to say the least. Those of you that I'm in touch with behind the scenes know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I've been getting things done, and I've also been relaxing, and so I'm feeling pretty good. And that's how I'm going into the second week of my 3-week staycation, and I'm gonna keep you updated on what I'm doing and what I'm thinking about. For those of you that came from my other channel, because I mentioned it over there, welcome to my channel here. I hope you find what you're looking for. Please feel free to leave comments under this video. We're a tight-knit community here. Basically, since I haven't been posting much, there hasn't been much going on in my comment section. But this is where, even more so than on my Just My 2 Cents channel, we can talk about anything in life and help each other out and give each other tips and recommendations and stuff like that. I'm really enjoying that a lot. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even make any videos. And so, yeah, thank you for coming to my channel, for listening to this, and I will see you in my next video. Tschüssi, bye.